Sheyi was drunk. Omashola was drunk. Ike was drunk. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. If today is your first time on my channel, you are definitely welcome. And if today isn't your first time, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Eshe, Ndewo, Sanu. You know, I don't know what language to express myself with, but thank you so much, guys. We hit the 10,000 subscriber count, and I swear I couldn't have gotten here without you guys. I do not take you for granted. Like, it means the whole world to me. You guys are finally making my dreams come true, and I am eternally grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. Now let's get straight into the gist, because I have a lot, like a whole lot of things to tell you guys, okay? Because I need to cover up for Friday midnight, Saturday, and then today. But I'm going to start off with today because that's the reason why we're gathered here, right? So guys, for today's eviction show, it was I mean, there were so many surprising things that happened even before the eviction show itself. Now, the first on my list would be the fact that Biggie called all of the housemates into the lounge, you know, and then the TV came on and it was Jackie and Ebuka. And automatically, I knew that she was going to probably give out her coins to some of the housemates or return it to Biggie. So Ebuka asked her how much Bet Naija coins she had in total before she was evicted last week. And then she said she had 390 Bet Naija coins. That girl was a rich girl. That girl had a lot of Bet Naija coins. Anyways, Ebuka then asked her if she was willing to return it to Biggie or give to some of the housemates. She said she was going to give to some of the housemates. So I'm just going to read through the names of some of the housemates that she chose to give her Bet Naija coins to and how much she gave to each of them. The first person obviously was Mike. Upon saying they don't evict this girl, the love that this girl asked for Mike is, you know, unbreakable. This love is unbreakable. Okay, you know what? Singing is not even my talent, so I'm not even going to try. She gave Mike 200 Bet Naija coins out of 390. That's a lot. And then she gave Venita 50 Bet Naija coins. She gave Sheyi 20 Bet Naija coins. She gave Kafi 20 Bet Naija coins. She gave Sadi 20 Bet Naija coins. She gave Diane 20 Bet Naija coins. She gave Esther 20 Bet Naija coins. She gave Cindy 10 Bet Naija coins. She gave Ike 10 Bet Naija coins. She gave Mercy 20 Bet Naija coins. And she gave Omashola 10 Bet Naija coins, summing up to 390. So the next person that appeared on our screen, obviously was Jidenna, okay? And then Ebuka asked him how much Bet Naija coins he had in total, and then he said that he had 240 Bet Naija coins. Ebuka then asked him if he was also willing to give it to some of the housemates or just return it to Biggie, and then he said he was going to give it to 2 housemates, okay? And in my head I'm like, okay, Kafi number 1, so who's going to be number 2? But in my head I was like, he's probably not going to mention Venita because of the friction that they had, you know, before he was evicted. And he said the first housemate is Kafi, and he was going to give her 140 Bet Naija coins, while the second housemate is Kafi as well. Okay, it was really dramatic, and I was just like, oh. So he gave Kafi all of his Bet Naija coins. So congratulations to Kafi. She's 240 Bet Naija coins richer in Biggie's house. That's a lot of money. Now, almost immediately after the whole coin sharing and all of that, Biggie told the housemates to freeze. And you know, I was wondering, freeze on a Sunday? Like, I don't understand. Biggie, what's up? And the next person we see in the house with Ebuka was Jidenna. Like, the classic Jidenna, guys. Like, it was mind-blowing. And Biggie is the real version of the pepperdemgang, because he knew that if he hadn't told the housemates to freeze, they would have jumped on Jidenna, probably broken the guy's spinal cord. Because me, I was already jumping from my own house. So imagine the housemates being there. The housemates couldn't even remain frozen for a long time because they were literally shaking. Like, oh my god, Jidenna is here and we cannot even hold him. Guys, if that's not Pepe, I don't know what is. Okay, like, oh my god. And then Ebuka gave him a tour of the whole house, you know, went to the rooms, went to the bathroom, went to the garden. He basically just gave him an all-round tour of Biggie's house, you know, and everything. And then after the whole tour, they left. Biggie then told the housemates to unfreeze. Guys, come and see drama. Biggie, why? Biggie, you know we wanted to give him a hug. Biggie this, Biggie that. It was so dramatic, like really dramatic. Now, when the live eviction show started, guys, there was no delay. Ebuka just came and said the first housemate to leave Biggie's house is Esther. Like, we already knew she was coming home, so Ebuka didn't see the need to stress. And DSTV, they are very wicked. Their caption read, Fraud Water Corporation is now open for business. And I'm just like, that's the perfect caption. Like, because Fraud started crying, you know, that was quite expected, but he was holding the tears. He was like this, and then the water now started coming out from here, and I was just like, Fraud, hold it. Fraud, no. Fraud, hold it there. Hold it there. But nothing could stop the tears. The thing just started pouring like heavy rain. The next housemate that was evicted from the Big Brother Naija house tonight was Sadi. Guys, let me know, like, I wasn't surprised that Sadi was evicted, because to me, I felt like he wasn't really doing much, you know, and all of that. It was just like he was just that cool guy in the house. I didn't have anything against him, but I just felt like we don't want cool guys in the house. We want peppery guys, you know, so he had to leave. I'm so sorry, Sadi. I got you, you know, but you had to go. Okay, after Sadi and Esther left the house, Ebuka then came back to the housemates to find out how they were doing, and then he started off with Fraud. You know, I was like, Fraud, how do you feel? Because I saw you tearing up and all of that. And Fraud was like, yeah, that he didn't see that coming, and that he's just really glad that Esther had already given him some words of wisdom before she left, you know, so now he's in the game for real, for real. So anybody that has anything to say to him should come to him. Guys, I sense pepper, okay? Fraud is about to serve us a lot of tatashe mixed with atarodo, mixed with shombo. You know, that kind of flavor has to be very peppery. Okay, so let's just watch out for that. Moving on to Diane. Ebuka was like, Diane, how do you feel? Diane was like, she feels really bad. 2 of her friends left today, and this. Ebuka then asked her if she would prefer to go and meet them outside or to remain in the house. Baby chose to remain in the house, so like, even me myself, I cannot come and kill myself because of any friend. Okay, so she chose to stay in the house. Moving on from Diane, Ebuka went to Elo, and I was like, Elo, what's up? I saw some kind of dry humping last night. Guys, I completely missed that. I don't know, for some reason, Lagos traffic can frustrate your life. When you plan that you'll get home by 9 p.m, you can end up getting to your house by 11, 12, you know, and so when you get tired, you just want to sleep. And that's exactly what happened to me. So I didn't even know that anything of that sort happened until Ebuka mentioned it. Elo was like, oh no, Ebuka, you didn't see the right thing. There was nothing like dry humping. You saw something else. He shall escape that question. Shortly after the whole eviction show thing, Jidenna came back into the house, you know, and the housemates were really, really excited. You know, he sat down with them. They introduced themselves. You know, they poured the drink, and you know, it was just really cool because they were chatting. And Biggie just won't let Jidenna be great. Just when he was beginning to settle in, Biggie blew the buzzer for Jidenna to leave, and the housemates were like, Biggie, stop, you know, but he had to go. And Mike did something really, really nice. He gifted Jidenna his last pack of cigar. It was actually remaining just 2 sticks of the cigar in the pack, but he gave it out to Jidenna anyways. And Jidenna was like, oh, you know what, you're going to see what I'll do with this tonight. I mean, he appreciated the gift, and that was really, really cool. Now that we've gotten the eviction news out of the way, shall we take it all the way back to Friday night? Because guys, something crazy happened. I know that the last video I posted was on Friday afternoon, and I told you guys that later that day they would have their Friday Arena games, of which they did, and Sadi emerged the winner of the Friday Arena games, and he won himself the sum of 400 Bet Naija coins, which is actually useless right now because he has been evicted from the Big Brother Naija house. But oh well, moving on to what happened Friday midnight. At about 1 a.m, Biggie announced that hot water was now available, you know, and the next thing, Venita was like, thunder fire you, God punish you. By this time, hot water is available. Biggie, you're always lying. When you say there's hot water, there's no hot water. I'm always bathing with cold water and trying to hide from it because the water is too cold. This one, that one. She kept on going on and on, raining insults on Biggie. And now I'm just like, wait till they do this one. Like, I don't understand. Why would you be raining insults on Biggie like that? Which day you and Biggie start love when I don't already they kiss? And you know, before we knew it, Elo and Ike rushed down to where Venita was and tried to cover her mouth. Like, just keep quiet because you're being very rude and disrespectful to Biggie. And I know a lot of you are going to be arguing that she was probably drunk or tipsy, or you know, just want to find one excuse for her. But let me burst your bubbles. Even if she was tipsy, she did not regret any of the things she said, because Sheyi had a conversation with her and she was like, oh, she knows what she was saying, you know, that's her human rights, this one, that one. I don't understand. You're in Biggie's house, you're looking for human rights. You not go back to your house and be frying your human rights. And I was thinking that today Biggie was going to treat her fuck up because it didn't make any sense. If you guys remember, the only reason Tacha got a second strike was because Biggie specifically said that Tacha was rude to him and authorities. And I don't see anything different from what Venita did on Friday night. She was totally rude to Biggie, and Biggie did not address it for some funny reason. Let's just hope that he's going to do that afterwards, because I don't understand. Okay, I really don't understand that part. Anyways, moving on from that, let's talk about some of the activities that took place in Biggie's house yesterday, being Saturday. And the first on my list would be the Scamfrost task. You guys already know by now that Scamfrost is one of the many sponsors of this year's Big Brother Naija show. And as usual, the housemates had to do something to push the brand and just put their name out there. So the whole idea of the task was for each of the housemates to pitch a Scamfrost product, you know, to possible buyers and just give us reasons why we should buy it. And it could be in form of a poem, a speech, drama, song, just whatever. The whole point is for you to sell the product to us. You know, you have to be convincing for me to bring out my money to buy any of those products. And guys, I must really say this, the housemates put in a lot of effort. They did very, very well. But Kafi's presentation was off the hook. Like, that girl seems to have a lot of hidden talents that I'm sure she herself doesn't even know about. I laughed when she was presenting. You know, Elozonam went straight to the point. You know how Elozonam speeches can be. He went straight to the point. Sheyi also did his own. Ike did a poem, guys. Let me tell you, the housemates all tried. At the end of the game, we had a winner and 3 runner-ups. So I'm just going to start off with the runner-ups. So for 4th place, we have Elozonam, and he won himself a 40-inch LED Scamfrost TV. While for 3rd place, we had Ike, and he won himself a 43-inch 4HD Smart TV. And for 2nd place, we had Sadi, and he won himself a 50-inch Full HD Smart TV. And for the winner, guys, you want to take a guess? You want to take a guess? It was Kafi again. Like, Kafi just won a card the other day. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has noticed how much luck has been shining on this girl. This girl won herself a 55-inch 4K Smart TV, courtesy of Scamfrost. Guys, this TV is not those break and quench. It's not those ones that you're going to be tapping at the back so that the color will come out. First of all, it's not cheap. Okay, so I want to say a very big thank you to Scamfrost for gifting the housemates these amazing things, and also congratulations to the 4 winners of the Scamfrost products. Moving on to last night's party, guys, we had DJ Kentucky. That's how he's always announcing himself, DJ Kentucky. Although when it started, the songs were just big songs. I mean, I was just feeling very slow. I was just like, DJ Kentucky, you can do more than this now. And it almost seemed like he heard me, because after that time, the guy fired up. Even the housemates were not even finding the whole songs interesting at the beginning, you know, but afterwards the guy picked up, and then, you know, the whole place was on fire. Tacha was dancing. Tacha was giving us steps. You know, she looked like Nicki Minaj yesterday with her bob wig and all that. She was looking really, really nice. The housemates were looking nice. Cindy was looking nice, actually. I like her dress from yesterday. She was looking very, very nice. All of the housemates. Kafi also looked very nice, and then she had that Gidoni's little cap on her head as a kind of reminder that, okay, Gidoni, you are still with me, I love you forever. And I don't know if that's what she was thinking, but see, don't take my word seriously, okay? The housemates had a lot of fun, and guys, most of them were drunk. Sheyi was drunk. Omashola was drunk. Ike was drunk. Like, we need to drag Ike's own drunkenness to another level, because the guy was on cloud 20. This guy was spitting and spitting and spitting. Mercy had to get him a carton where he would spit into, because he refused to go and be spitting in the toilet. It felt like that was disgusting. Mercy asked him if he was okay. He said he was fine. So she carried away the carton. As my babe just carried the carton away, the next thing Ike did was to design the whole room with his vomit. This guy messed the whole place up. And, you know, the housemates in the room at the time just ran out like, what is this? You know, they were irritated. Mercy then came back and saw the whole mess. You know, as a good babe that she is, she had no choice but to clean the whole thing up. And, you know, in the whole process of her trying to take care of Ike was still there blabbing rubbish. I'm sure he was just so drunk, guys. He was just asking Mercy why she was acting all wifey. That why is she trying to act like his wife? Why is she trying to do this? And that it's her fault that he vomited on the floor. That if she had not taken away the carton, he would have vomited inside the carton. In my mind, I'm like, can they just give him one hot slap? Because he's already saying rubbish. You saw babe that is trying to clean your vomit, you are still talking rubbish. But then I know it's alcohol that was in his system, because later on he actually called Mercy and apologized to her for saying all of those trash to her. And Mercy was like, it's fine, that she's not upset. And guys, before I forget, when Mercy was cleaning up the whole mess, Venita came in to help her. And I feel like it's worthy of me mentioning it, because not everybody can do that. Like I said, the other housemates ran out. You know, so it was only Venita that stayed back to help Mercy clean up the whole mess. And, you know, that's about what happened, okay? Anyways, that's all the gist I have for you guys in today's video. If you enjoyed it, please do not forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Guys, my analytics keep telling me that a lot of you that watch my video are not subscribed to my channel. Please, why? About 90%, guys, I'm not even kidding, 90% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. Imagine if that 90% of people subscribe to my channel. We are made for life, you know. We are made for life. Okay, I'm not even going to sing. Okay, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit on the red subscribe button and take it a step further by hitting on the bell notification icon right beside the subscribe button, so you get notified every single time I put out a new video. Thank you so much for your love, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.